My bad. I went to close Spotify and I closed Skype instead.
Welcome to another episode of Boom or Bust, the draft show. Max Chadwick alongside PJ Clark, Tate Sigworth, and Nick Merriam. Mock draft 4.0 now, the final one of what we would do. We're going to drop one more mock on draft day. That's going to be what we think is going to happen that night. But this is our 4.0, what we would do. Also, a 2-rounder, not just the first round. We did a full second round as well. Of course, if you follow our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Boom or Bust Draft. Be sure to leave comments below on what you think about your team's picks, what you would have done, and also questions for our mailbag. And please support us, because support for us is brought to you.
Hit the thing.
By Manscaped. Hey you, yeah you, got Bush? You definitely do if you haven't tried the best products from our sponsor today, Manscaped. After using these life-changing products, you're going to want to join a ball sack beauty contest. I'm looking out for you because I also have an exclusive 20% off discount. Use the promo code BOOMORBUST. That is BOOMORBUST, all caps, no spaces, at manscaped.com. Manscaped, dedicated to helping you level up your full body grooming game with their Perfect Package 3.0 kit. The Perfect Package 3.0 kit comes with the Essential Lawnmower 3.0 waterproof cordless body trimmer and a ton of other liquid formulations to round out your grooming routine. This is the best trimmer to help you trim up the hedges. This trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to advanced skin-safe technology pioneered by Manscaped. When you trim the hedges, the tree stands taller. So again, please go to manscaped.com, get 20% off your purchase and free shipping with the promo code BOOMORBUST. Free shipping, international too, which is huge for a lot of our viewers. Promo code BOOMORBUST, that is BOOMORBUST, all caps, no spaces, manscaped.com, 20% off your purchase and free shipping. It's 2021 and you still got Bush. Change that with Manscaped. So let's run through the first round of this mock draft with the first overall pick, and that is Nick.
This is the first post chaos version that we've done. Noted, updated draft order. Thank you, Kyle.
Very important that we got another one done because it kind of got released right ahead of the craziness.
That other one lasted 24 hours.
Yeah. So, well, the Jaguars are up, and of course, with all the changes, I don't think they go Trevor Lawrence anymore. No, we're going Trevor Lawrence. Move on. Come on.
Okay, I get to finally pick for the Jets. I'm taking Zach Wilson. Yay.
Ooh.
I've never gotten to pick for Jets for one.
No, it's what you would do, PJ, not what you think's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I know. I never get to pick for the Jets in one of these. So I get to take Zach Wilson, and I'm going to be happy about it. So I get to take Zach Wilson. Yeah.
All right, well, since PJ screwed up, then at the third pick, I'm with the 49ers. I'm taking Justin Fields, who is my number 2 QB in this draft. I don't think he goes 3. I think he goes lower for some God-known reason. But he's going 3 to the 49ers. That's what I would do for San Francisco, getting that quarterback in the future in Justin Fields.
Okay, so the trade down button was turned off for this mock draft, so the Falcons cannot move out of number 4. And I don't think I would do a quarterback here. I was certain I could, maybe do Trey Lance, but not Mac Jones. Dear God, not Mac Jones. But yeah, I mean, Matt Ryan's old. I think shore up the offensive line, get Penei Sewell, best non-quarterback available. I think it's the best pick they could do if they were not to trade down. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay. He's got short arms, PJ. He's undraftable, PJ.
He's got short arms.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm just being devil's advocate here.
It cycles back to Cincinnati where Joe Burrow gets his guy Jamar Chase again, and we have some fun.
Okay, so the Dolphins now, who traded up from 3 to 12 and then 12 to 6, and we still don't entirely know what's happening with them. The actual best non-quarterback in this draft falls into their laps. Kyle Pitts at 6. Congrats to Tua. I'm not letting you fail, buddy. So Kyle Pitts at 6 for Miami.
That'd be fun. Mike Gesicki and Kyle Pitts, 2 tight end sets. That'll be fun.
12 personnel. We're bringing it back, baby. Round it up. Baby. Let's go.
So Lions at 7, easy pick for me. I know they got Jared Goff, but obviously I don't think he's the quarterback in the future. Trey Lance could be that guy. So Trey Lance, I don't love this spot for him, but I think the Detroit Lions would be foolish not to take Trey Lance. So with Jamar Chase off the board here, I wouldn't take Devontae Smith over Trey Lance if I'm the Lions here. So I'm going with Trey Lance.
All right, Panthers 8. Not taking a quarterback. I thought about running back the Senior Bowl magic and taking Mac Jones, but we're doing what I would do, and I'm not taking Mac Jones at 8. I'm sorry. The offensive line is bad, so I'm taking Rashawn Slater. Give Teddy Bridgewater some help. Teddy Bridgewater is criminally underrated, I think. And just give the man a fair chance. Let's help out the offensive line, and let's maybe win some football games.
All right. Broncos could go Mac Jones. We discussed this earlier. I would not. I would try. He's not going to be at the end of the first round, but that's where I think his value is as a prospect. I'm not a big Mac Jones guy, so I'm not going to take him. This was a little more difficult than the previous 2 picks. We are going to settle on Micah Parsons because I don't really know how to improve this roster outside of quarterback, and I guess adding another linebacker could be one way to do so. Not my highest play on the board, but it's a position that I think Denver could upgrade at. So Micah Parsons fits in that defense day one.
Dallas at 10. They're taking a cornerback. It's pretty much which one of the 2, I would say, between J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain that they choose. I'm taking Patrick Surtain here. Neither is a great cover 3 scheme fit, but J.C. Horn has literally never played zone before in his life, so I'll go with Surtain, and we'll move on from there.
Giants here. This is a great pick. Falls into their lap. Devontae Smith. I know they just got Kenny Golladay, but they could still use another receiver alongside Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard. So get Devontae Smith here. It's a really good receiving core. I think now you have Golladay and Devontae Smith on the outside and Sterling Shepard in the slot with Darius Slayton number 4. That could be really good. So the Giants, getting a steal here, I think, with Devontae Smith at 11.
All right, 12, the Eagles. Smart front office move back to 12. Tanking
Congrats,
week 17.
Howie. Yay,
getting
Howie.
the high pick and then trading
Resource
back in the
management.
first round pick. I mean, clap it up, folks. I'm going Christian Darrisaw. Get the offensive line. They're all
What about the
old.
Bears,
banged up.
Great pick.
I'm sorry.
Damn
Christian
it, Tate.
Darrisaw will have to wait to fix the Bears. Okay, wait for the rookie
Second
contract to expire.
Okay, second contract.
Yep, Bears can bring him in. J.C. Horn, I thought about it, but I think Darrisaw is the better fit. The offensive line is old and hurt and needs help, and this dude can do it.
Would have taken Darrisaw 13 anyways, so he wasn't getting to the Bears. But now the Chargers, tough in terms of O-line. There's not really a guy here I would take. I know PJ Saya, Vera Tucker. I wouldn't take him here. It's a little high for me. So we're going to go with Kwity Paye here and just get more D-line talent because the Chargers did have an edge rushing duel. Ingram is kind of gone now, so they got to replace him, and they also could use an interior presence. Paye could kind of do a little bit of both for them, and they could use the pass rush. They really could.
So Vikings, I was hoping Christian Darrisaw would fall to 14. He didn't. I went back and forth. I just went truly best player available between Vera Tucker and the eventual pick of Jalen Phillips. They don't really have a great defensive line as is. Danielle Hunter keeps demanding trades, whether they're going to actually make that happen or not. But even if they don't, and Danielle Hunter is still on the team, edge 1 for me at 14.
Yeah, so Patriots pick here at 15 was tough. I was between 2 Alabama players, Mac Jones and Jalen Waddle. Both are needs. I have Jalen Waddle higher on my board, but I think that Belichick could do a lot of good things with Mac Jones. That's the system I really want to see him in. They need a quarterback. Quarterback's a bigger need than receiver, I think, at this point. So I'm going to go with Mac Jones here at 15, even though it's a little bit of a reach based on where he's ranked on my board, but still, I would be hard-pressed to pass up a Mac Jones here at 15.
All right, 16.
Congratulations to New England.
Kind of fate here. My J.C. Horn comp is out the door, and J.C. Horn is now in the door, headed to Arizona. J.C. Horn, Cardinals pick,
Woo!
16.
Tate amending Max's wrongs. Woo!
Thank you.
Ow!
So
Come
now we're
back.
up with the Raiders. I believe this is a pick, actually, it's a weird pick, but that we've mocked before in one of our previous mock drafts, so I'm not wrong. This was just a value for me. Last blue chip on the board, my wide receiver 3, which isn't Jalen Waddle. It's Rashad Bateman. And I think the Raiders just need good players because I think they're, quite frankly, just not very good right now. So take what you can get. Best player on the board, fit him in, make him work, Rashad Bateman.
So 18, Miami's actual pick. So Kyle Pitts is here. Jalen Waddle's in free fall. I'm going to stop it. So Tua, you now have Mike Gesicki, Kyle Pitts, Jalen Waddle, Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, Preston Williams. If you're not good now, dude, I don't know what to tell you. But we're going to reunite Tua and Jalen Waddle and see what happens.
I like that. That would be my pick here at 19 if he fell, but he didn't. So I'm going to go with my OT2, and that is Sam Cosmi. He's an athletic freak. I think he might be the best pass rusher in this entire draft. So, Nick, congratulations, franchise left tackle, man.
Not happy. Not happy.
He seems less than thrilled, I will say.
I was thinking JOK here, but
Resource management. That's all.
All right. Christian Darrisaw cannot fix the Bears because I already drafted him to another team. So with the 20th
You screwed yourself.
I know. I played myself. I'm sorry.
This guy also goes to Virginia Tech, so you know.
It's true.
Look at that.
But we didn't see him play this year. Caleb Farley, the 20th overall pick. They need corners badly. I think he's the best one on the board, so go for it.
All right, we got the Colts. This mock video that we've done has just become me in the 20s putting Trayvon Moehrig on random teams that he can go anywhere and work out. So we're just putting him on the Colts, and they need some cover players. Malik Hooker's gone, and he can fit in as a safety who can do a little bit of everything. So yeah, you got Trayvon Moehrig. Congrats, Colts. Every team in the league could use Trayvon Moehrig.
Yeah, so I got the Titans now, desperately need a receiver now after Corey Davis left to PJ's Jets. So I'm going to go with my best receiver on the board, which is Tylan Wallace, and he's still my guy.
Friend of the pod,
Tylan Wallace. We'll get to another friend of the pod later on. But yeah, Tylan Wallace here at 22. He's dropping down my board a little bit. I will admit that. He's dropping down a little bit, but I still think I'm going to have a first-round grade on him.
He's just not
moving from 14 to 17?
Yeah,
or what's the move here?
He's like 18 right now. He'll probably drop around like 25 or so.
All right.
Oh, wow, and free fall on the board.
Big slot.
Okay, so the Jets pick again now. Thank you, Seattle. Thank you, Blitzboy. Very cool. Elijah Vera Tucker's still here. This is a layup. This is real easy. I don't know why he's still here. I would have taken him at a lot of different spots, but the Jets will accept this. I'm fine. Cool. Chilling. Elijah Vera Tucker.
All right. The trend continues of Tate drafting players that he likes to division rivals, and in this mock universe, having to face them 2 times a year. The Steelers with the 24th overall pick will be drafting Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I love him. I wish he fell to 26th for the Browns, but I'm sure PJ would muff it up anyways. So Jock is headed to Pittsburgh. I would have taken him.
I simply would have taken him.
Okay.
I don't know that he would have gotten past 25, to be honest with you. He's a good player. Jacksonville fans have to be sick of the interior defensive linemen and just pass rushers they keep taking, but Christian Barmore has just been sliding here. He won't be here at 25. He'll go much earlier. He's by far the most talented interior player in this draft, and I think the value lines up, and Jacksonville could, frankly, use more interior defensive linemen. So Christian Barmore to the Jaguars.
Okay, so 26. I believe this was the same pick as last week because Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is now gone. Zaven Collins steps in. Congrats, Browns fans. You get the 265-pound edge rusher who plays linebacker and defensive end and whatever else you want him to do.
Yeah, so I got the Ravens here. I was very much thinking about Kadarius Toney at 27, but there's a guy who I think there's another need, and he's been really high on my board the whole time, and that is Azeez Ojulari, who I think is one of probably the best pass rushing edge in this entire draft. They kind of need an edge with Pernell McPhee and Tyus Bowser right now, so I'm going to take Azeez Ojulari here at 27. I think it's a really good value for him.
Saints 28. I was thinking corner, also wide receiver, maybe interior offensive line. Since we're doing a 2-round mock, I was also weighing like what could I feasibly get in the second round. But I think Kadarius Toney's still on the board. I think they need a second big offensive weapon. I mean, I guess third offensive weapon with Kamara and Thomas. So yeah, Kadarius Toney, New Orleans, helping out legally cited quarterback Jameis Winston, baby.
Oh yeah.
We're up with the Packers. It is 3:17 p.m. on April 4th, Sunday, and this is the PSA once again for Green Bay to draft a wide receiver, and particularly in this case, Rondale Moore, who just fits so perfectly in this offense. Please don't mess it up. I know you will, but hey, this is a layup, and you should do it, Green Bay. So just know Rondale Moore is a good football player. That's all.
So Bills 30, same pick again as last week. I guess I'm just unoriginal, or these are the correct picks. I'm taking Ronnie Perkins. I think the Bills could be served by another edge. They don't really have a dominant one to begin with right now, but I think they could be served with Ronnie Perkins, a high upside guy. They have a very good coaching staff. I would expect they would get the most out of Ronnie Perkins and keep him on kind of the straight and narrow. So Ronnie Perkins and Ed Oliver, that is a very formidable defensive line duo.
Speaking of high upside edges, Chiefs here at 31, they go with Jason Owe, who ran a 4.3 at 250 pounds. So I'm going to take an edge rusher here. Tackle Charlton is starting for the Chiefs, which is a problem. I wanted to take a tackle or receiver. Didn't really have one that really fit here at 31. So Jason Owe, I think edge is another big need for them. So athletic. Obviously production concerns, but man, if you can harness those tools, he'll be a freak in the NFL. So here at 31, I think it's pretty good value.
All right, closing out the first round, Buccaneers. It's hard to find a need for a team that won the Super Bowl and returned every single starter on both sides of the ball. So I think their first round pick, if it's not like a trade out and they just keep the pick, Gregory Rousseau, fill out the interior defensive line. They got a couple old guys on there, and honestly, I think play him on the interior and just like bully centers for years to come. I don't think he's a true edge, so that's kind of how I see fit. Use him up and down the line as a rotation guy, get a little bit more technique, and then bada boom, bada bam, he's a starter in 1 or 2 years.
So like I mentioned before, we did a second round. So we're not going to run through all of the second round picks, but just our favorites in basically each slide that we're going to show you.
You'll have a full screen here right now.
Yeah.
With all of them. Congratulations.
So this is 33 to 42. So PJ, what is your favorite pick that you made in 33 to 42?
If Elijah Vera Tucker wasn't there at 23, I would have taken Greg Newsome at 23. So to get him at 34, that's called value, folks. I think he's a perfect scheme fit for what the Jets are going to want to run under Robert Saleh. And right now, if I had to place an odds-on favorite for who the pick at 23 is, it would be Greg Newsome. So again, at 34, it's a no-brainer.
All right, I have my 37th overall pick. I had the Eagles again. And I did not go corner in the first round, so I feel I need to address that need in the second round. And Asante Samuel Jr., go play for your dad's team. Tear it up and be the baller that we all think you can be.
So we're talking about my 38th overall pick here. It's the Bengals, and I think it's important to note this is why you shouldn't be completely locked into taking Penei Sewell if he's there, although I probably would over the other players. I still think that there's a lot of value in picking tackles later on the draft, whereas you're not going to get like a Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase at this point. So taking a Chase early on is good in that you get that receiver, and now Tevin Jenkins is still on the board, and he can plug in at right tackle for you. Jonah Williams can stay at left, and you get better on the offensive line. You still got more picks to fill it out if you need to, so definitely like that for them.
Yes, my second Lions pick, I went with Trey Lance in the first round. I know a lot of people want them to take a receiver here. I didn't really have one that fit, but I do think they really, really need a linebacker to go alongside Jamie Collins. And Nick Bolton is still here at 41. So I love Nick Bolton. He's got a high second round grade, close to a late first round grade. So he fits a really big need here for the Lions. I think this is really good value here for Nick Bolton at 41. So let's go over to the next slide now. 43 to 52. Nick, what's your favorite pick?
So 47, we got the Chargers taking Eric Stokes from Georgia. Can do a little bit of everything. Ran in the 4.2s, fast, speedy corner. Those guys work in today's NFL. Chargers secondary was looking very good the past 3 years, and it just never came together. They just had a ton of injuries, traded some guys, cut some guys. They need help there now again, and Stokes would plug in as a potential guy who can start day one as your number one corner.
So in addition to Jalen Waddle and Kyle Pitts and Will Fuller and Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki and Preston Williams and Myles Gaskin, I'm handing Tua Tagovailoa Javonte Williams, and please do not fail. I have given you a top 3 wide receiver. I have given you the best tight end maybe ever, and I have given you RB1. I don't know what more I could possibly. I've given you the first interior offensive lineman off the board in Landon Dickerson. I do not know what more I could do for you, Tua. Here you go. Javonte Williams at 50. Not Najee Harris. Get over it.
All right. After being off for 10 picks, I had the Cardinals pick at 49, and Terrace Marshall Jr. was still on the board. Probably a first-round pick in reality when the draft actually happens. And here he is at 49. AJ Green is old. Is he even good anymore? What is he going to contribute? Nobody knows. Terrace Marshall is a dog. Is moving up a lot of our draft boards, I think. And at 49, that is a sublime pick.
All right, so I got the 51st pick with the Washington football team yet again. So after taking Cosme in round 1, they're going to go with a quarterback in round 2 and a guy who I think is everyone kind of just forgot
Jamie
about
Newman?
completely.
Davis Mills?
No, it's
Kellen
actually
Mond?
Kyle Trask is going to the Washington football team. Apparently I'm the high man on Kyle Trask now, which is crazy because I didn't really love him to begin
Nick,
with.
comment.
But yeah,
They might take a quarterback with this pick, and it won't be Kyle Trask. That's all. I mean,
all right,
that's all I have to say.
That's what I would do. We'll do the mock.
That's what Max would do.
Big whap.
Good thing Max isn't the GM. That's all.
So let's wrap up the end of the second round, 53 to 64. Nick, what's your favorite pick?
I had a tough time picking between my two. I doubled down on the Packers at receiver because they need to, but let's talk about the Colts because it's a little weird here. Brevin Jordan, they have tight ends. Why would you invest in another one? Well, the value lined up for me here. I like Jordan a lot higher than 54, so it was a good value at the pick. And also, I think Carson Wentz needs 2 tight ends that are good contributors in that offense to succeed, as well as a bit of a change up from what they already have. They already run a lot of 2 tight end sets, but they run with Jack Doyle and Trey Burton, who are kind of similar-ish guys. Jordan is a bit of a change up from that.
Not a Mo Ali Cox fan.
Oh, right. I forgot I had Mo Ali Cox, too. So, again, he's a little different, less of a blocker, more of a downfield possession guy, but still, Jordan is enough of a change up from all 3 of those other guys that I think it does bring some value to this offense.
All right, I had the Steelers pick. Had to get a little bit of payback, honestly, for Kyle Trask to Washington for Nick's sake. Had to defend my boy. So, hey, Max, Travis Etienne, congratulations on a running back in second. I know you're thrilled. Your team is very, very good. It's a really good roster, very talented. And the things you should be doing is drafting a running back in the second round.
Congratulations to Pittsburgh for that. Najee Harris punching air right now.
I'm actually fine with that pick at 55, so I know you're trying to screw me over.
He is my RB1, and I would, but I just
this is a round where I take him. This is this is a reasonable
probably.
Yeah. Okay, everybody clear out Hamza time. I considered Hamza in the first round for the Buffalo Bills, but Ronnie Perkins is higher on my board just by a little bit. So 61, Hamza Nasruddin. I mean, if Buffalo's coaching staff, they need like this hybrid type safety linebacker type role, kind of rover thing. After Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who might end up playing safety, I don't think there's anybody better than Hamza Nasruddin to fit that role. I think getting him at 61, even playing him as a safety or just a linebacker and not both, is a steal. But I think that is the ideal team fit and somebody I literally considered 31 picks ago. So to get him at 61 is a steal and a half for Buffalo.
Yeah, so I had the Chiefs pick here at 63. I really, really struggled with this pick because I didn't have a receiver that I liked taking here at 63. And there's none of the really tackles I really liked, but I ended up taking someone who I talked about in our sleepers video. Also a fan of the pod, so we'll see if we can get him on for an interview. But Larry Borum, I think, is one of the most slept-on prospects in this draft. This is maybe a little bit of a reach. I probably wouldn't go second round with him, but I go early third round for sure. And he's the highest ranked tackle I've left on my board. So they got Jason Oweh at edge. I think you have to attack offense now. Get Larry Borum, who I really, really like. Probably can play right tackle for them because obviously they cut Mitchell Schwartz. So we'll see what they do there. But I think Larry Borum is really slept on. He's going to go late day 3. I'm prepared for that. But what I would do is take Larry Borum at 63. So there it is, our 2-round mock, the final one of what we would do in the 2021 NFL draft. Of course, we want to hear from you. Tell us if you think we're dumb or if you love the pick that your team made. Of course, follow our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Boom or Bust Draft. Leave comments below for our mailbag, any questions you have. And again, go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code Boom or Bust. That's Boom or Bust, all caps, no spaces, for 20% off your purchase and free shipping. So for PJ Clark, Tate Sigworth, and Nick Merriam, I'm Max Chadwick. Have a great night.